Where to start? Where to start? There's a lot that now I can't say. It's a part of why I have been gone. I have been advised not to talk about certain things for now. A day will come where I can talk about it all. But for now, there are some things that I cannot talk about. Basically, the who, what, where, when, but not the why. Okay? BBJ. I want to tell you guys what happened with BBJ and how she passed away. Okay? And I can. So, BBJ, every 3 months, as everybody knows, was going to have her urine tested so that they could check out what's going on with the kidneys.
How about some files from the vet that you've been claiming to have for 2 years? I have. She could never finish that sentence, though, could she? Because what she has is all.
She was too old to do any kind of biopsies, God forbid, cancer treatment, anything like that. It was the most humane thing to do and exactly what the vets said to do.
Oh, my God. I'm holding in snark about Zachary Mike. I'm just ignoring it, but can I make one snarky comment and then we'll go back to ignoring? You know what? Maybe if Zachary Michael had spent a little less time worrying about you being happy or not, he would have had a little more time to focus on the fact that his dog needed to be medicated, and then maybe the dog would still be alive today. Okay, that's it. That's my last snark, but also true. You, Zachary Michael.
But I have no regrets about the rescue at all.
You decide to scam your audience for some money because you think you're above it all.
BBJ was taken from a horrible situation that we all watched happening on live. She lived out the rest of her life in complete comfort, spoiled, well-treated, well taken care of.
I do want to be, I've said it before, right? Sit here doing these streams with a big joint sticking out of my mouth while I hover over the screen like a gargoyle to keep up with the chat.
But I'm going to move forward. I am. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at our regular schmegular, doing our regular schmegular thing. Reacting. Oh, mods. I feel, hi, mods. I love you guys for real. So appreciate you guys. Just block the shit out of all the I don't give a no. I don't want to say no one cares, but we're moving forward, as we said. New hosts can stay behind.
Bus. I have to take a bus back up. Scamming off BBJ for 2+ years. Yeah, Hodge's pilgrimage. About how FFG stole, lied about BBJ being dead, and made thousands of dollars off BBJ. Ugh. I don't know. Let me think about it.
I've pretty much stayed offline for the past few days. I've seen some of the things being said, of course.
You pulled a monetary scam on your audience.
It's part of what I can't speak on. These things are very connected. Try to understand, okay? For all of December, every single stream that we do together, anything that's uploaded to the channel, anything, it's going to be a fundraiser through YouTube for the ASPCA. And here's what I want to do from me. I'm going to give all of December, and we're going to go regular. We're going to do our regular schmegular thing all month. And it's all going to be to benefit the ASPCA through the YouTube fundraiser thing that I can put on the streams. Okay.
It would be top this wonderful Karma Sunday. Us coming together for animals. So please donate to your local shelters if you can. Volunteer if you do. Spread the word. That's great advice. 100%. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing takes away from what she did.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
Yo, chow, this big. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, or hurt or nothing. I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, with some twerk, with some pop, with some twerk, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty. Bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Welcome to anyone here in real time. Thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate you. And if you notice, I had no choice. I had to switch to the handles because YouTube changed it in the back end. So if you notice with the credits, with all the support, that's why they're handles now. I had to change with YouTube, unfortunately. But today we are here to talk about that pathetic stream, that 10-minute stream of FFGs from a couple of days ago. But while getting ready, news broke out. Corky Love Rosie has been demonetized, along with Hungry Fat Chick. Now, I got the screenshot of Rosie's because I went to go check myself, and sure enough, Corky Love Rosie has also been demonetized. So, yeah. And also Hungry Fat Chick as well. From my understanding, Corky has started trying to appeal. We'll wait for those updates. She's currently live, and I'll check that out. If there's anything to talk about, I'll talk about it in a future stream. But, yep, YouTube's grabbing everybody, grabbing everyone. And Rosie is the same person who got fired from a stay-at-home position. So you can only imagine what this is about to do. But Chantel might be next. Who knows? Keep in mind, all this news broke out, and Chantel still uploaded some sort of mukbang. I didn't actually check it out, but it's Chantel. She feels she is untouchable, unfortunately. Yep, Hungry Fat Chick too, Sam. Hungry Fat Chick too. And hey, Sam, but yeah, they got Hungry Fat Chick. I just found out maybe 15 minutes ago. So yeah, it's YouTube is doing their thing. Yeah. Give me one sec. Let me get to some of the comments. Oh, by the way, anyone commenting on the thumbnail, this is from one of the very first streams that FFG did on the platform. I'm referring to the thumbnail. So she looked a lot, younger, a bit more human. She didn't, look as scary. So if you're wondering where that picture's from, because remember, I downloaded a lot of her earlier content as well, that's where it's from. Ooh, you see what hate could do to you? Because, she damn sure don't look like that today. Little Happy Turtle, thank you so much for 9 months, boo. Did you ever take Rio to visit Santa? Because that would be one heck of a live stream. Hugs to Rio. Thank you, boo. No, I definitely haven't. But Rio has met a few, when I've hosted things, Rio has met characters. I'll say that. Rio has met a host of characters. And he's actually really good with people, which is what I appreciate. I got really lucky with that. So thank you again, boo. Firefox, thank you so much for 44 months. Hey, boo, I'm glad to see you live today. I'm so happy I got to be live today as well. I know it's a later stream than you guys are used to, but we're going to have a good time going over whatever FFG thought she was doing with this damn stream. Ghost Flowers, I will make sure I put up that poll when I get started with FFG. But poll idea, give Rosie a sponge bath for a month. Cook all meals using Foodie's ladle for 2 weeks, or use Amber's washcloths to clean yourself for. I think this is an easy choice, but that's just. I will put up the poll when we get started with FFG. And thank you for the support, boo. Sloan, say less. Everyone, height of the day is 6'1". Thank you, boo. Thank you for the support. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sailor, you see how they did me, right? You seen that? I had to grab your comment because I was waiting to see if y'all noticed. It's the only choice I have now. Just Jamie. Thank you. I wish they would pop in a little more, but I appreciate you, boo. Jamie, have you heard all the news? I'm sure you have, but just know the next few days is about to be wild around here for the next few days. But let me get to some more of the support. 1 second. Kate Buns, thank you so much for 9 months, boo. Hungry Fat. Oh, wait. Oh, she's still monetized? Okay, let me correct that. I just saw the. Okay. Thank you, Buns. Okay. First of all, thank you for 9 months. And I just want to correct that. Hungry Fat Chick is still monetized. I saw that she wasn't. Okay. There she goes. Yamano, I'm pretty sure this is Yamano, but thank you so much for 5 months, boo. It wasn't me or Pulpy, but you can blame me. Listen, I saw her get frustrated and block you yesterday, Rosie. That was such a joke. Rosie's really weird. She's really, really weird. But hey, boo, you're more than welcome over here. So she'll miss you anyways. I bet after that little tantrum she pulled last night to wake up today to a demonetized channel. But hey, can't relate. Short Mama, thank you so much for the super chat. Chantel is so stupid. If I was her, I would be making FFG and BBJ my content. I would literally name the cat When. Yes. But I guess could you imagine? She named the new cat. That would be so petty. But I guess I'm a different type of petty. No, here's the thing, Short Mama. Chantel, she's not doing what she needs to because we're going to go over it. But it was twice that she read out a comment about BBJ from the chat. And, FFG was stream sniping. It was crickets both times. I was just like, oh, this is awkward. The simple fact is that means anytime FFG is sniping, all Chantel got to do is start talking about BBJ. And then FFG, that loudmouth, goes mute. Could be me. But Dusty, thank you so much for the gifted membership, boo. Thank you. And to the new member, enjoy. Remember, you have access to the Discord. Thank you, boo. Lee, thank you so much, boo. 8 months. I know. Time flies. Where has time gone? Like the stream for one of the best communities and commentators out there. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you. We're going to have a ball with this one. And did you guys notice? I'm sure you did, because I know it's been you guys have been discussing it over the last few days, but I really noticed FFG tapping into that low beyond my voice during that stream. I was just like, oh, what happened to all the tough talk, all the arrogance? Oh, and don't get me wrong, she's been still doing it in comments here and there. But I was just like, ooh, this sounds different. She sounds a bit demure. Look at this. Interesting. But hey, she's a scammer, so I would take it down a few notches. But what do I know? Sid, thank you so much for 13 months. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, I should probably tell y'all what's on my face. Duh. Thank you so much for 13 months, Sid. I'm actually wearing an oldie but goodie, the Roaring palette, the Roaring 12 Niece palette that Milk Tea recommended to me like years ago. So I'm just mainly wearing this color here. I don't know if you can tell, but this is Moonshine. I'm wearing Moonshine on my lids. And as you can see, I use this down. But I'm wearing Moonshine, but this is the whole color story. As you can see, this is well used. But it's this palette here, the Roaring 20s. And I think I got this off of Amazon. I want to say it was like maybe $20. And I might be pushing it with that price. It might have been 15. And great pigment, great quality. I couldn't find more of their products, at least last time I checked. But if you're looking to start out with some colors, you're on a budget, please look into them. And Milk Tea always, at least with me, always recommends some great palettes. So not French fried joke. I love it. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. Hold on, let me just look this up. But welcome, and you are Supreme, so you do have access to the Discord. The name is just so accurate. I love French fried fraud, French fried joke. I remember it was like a year or two ago, someone called her French fried fatback. All accurate. Thank you. Chilean Gypsy. Thank you, boo. Lord, you look gorgeous. I appreciate you. Thank you, boo. Is that Zach? Wait, we absolutely needed to get to get Chantel to name that cat when. Could you imagine if she actually went with it? When? I would love it. And hey, Zach, thank you, boo. Somebody suggested it won't be me because I don't fucking talk to Chantel. But no, Zach. Imagine Chantel's next live stream title, when period. She should at least start trolling with her live stream names. Because you could tell FFG was nervous yesterday because she was staying silent. She should at least start trolling with that. I'd be dragging a dog shit out of FFG, but it's Chantel. So here we are. Autumn, thank you so much for the super chat. FFG was the only channel I watched. Oh, wow. No problem. Thanks for exposing her. She exposed herself, really. All I did was collect the receipts along the way because I knew this time would come. I knew it would be here, but you're welcome here. Get comfortable. See if you like it. I appreciate you. Me, thank you. Low BMI voice equals hashtag no more large portions. Not no more large portions. How many cigarettes? Okay, I'm going to look in the chat. I want y'all to type in real time. In the last 24 hours, how many cigarettes do you think FFG has smoked? And thank you for the love, boo. I'm going to go with, in the last 24 hours, I'm going to go with 12. I want to see what you guys think. How many cigarettes in the last 24 hours? Oh, I see a few hundreds. 100. Okay. See, yeah, I'm thinking 12. Okay, Britt, 40. Okay. 36. Okay, Sailor said 3 packs. Okay, 32. Not 448. When I tell you, I know that bitch is probably chain smoking back to back, looking at pictures of her brother, probably looking up me and Yaba's channel and cursing us the fuck out. I know privately she has probably cursed my mama out a few times for giving birth to me, but here we are. And she can't beat me, so sucks to suck. Chilean, welcome. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Let me see. Thank you. Tony Tone, my boo. Good evening, chat, and my dear friend in my head, Charlie Gold. You know you have a special place in my heart, and you know why. Thank you so much, Tony Tone. Mercury, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Hello, everyone. Wanted to tell y'all that my sister moved out, so now our mom is... Wait, hold on. Moved out, so now our room is my room. I made a huge hole. I made a huge hole in the wall trying to redecorate, but there's no consequences because now it's my room. You know what? That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it. And you know what? You could patch that up. A quick YouTube tutorial, you patch it up. And congrats to your own space. Yes, make it yours. Girl, throw on some HGTV and go to work. All right. Cece, welcome to the Gold Cluster. You're Supreme as well, so you have access to the Discord, boo. Let's see. Pixie, thank you so much. Charlie, out here staying monetized and moisturized. Thank you. And let's not forget, we got to add the cherry on top. I'm monetized, moisturized, and I'm not a scammer. Oh, it's just the simple things in life that you can accomplish. Could you believe that? Could you believe it? Hmm. Oh, Chilean, you upgraded. You have access to the Discord as well, boo. Loveless, thank you so much for 24 months traveling. We'll watch on replay. Love to you in chat. Travel safely, boo. And yes, hit that replay. Donovan, thank you so much for 14 months. Thank you. Oh, really? Your makeup matches my cat's coloring. I love that. Thank you, boo. And thank you so much for being here. Matt, thank you so much. 24 in 2 days. Honestly, she probably is on the fourth pack for real. Looking gorgeous. Thank you. Not pocket gold, Charlie pocket gold. Matt, I'm 6'1" today. We discussed this. I am 6'1" today. I can't fit in nobody's pocket. Okay. Thank you so much, French Fried Joke, for the gifted membership to the new member. Enjoy. And if you want, get in that Discord. Now, y'all, let's get into this live stream. I said it on the last live. I said it on Twitter before I posted this. This could have simply been a community tab post. Would she have gotten a lot of criticism for it? Absolutely. But it was pointless. It was a joke. And it made me happy because I'm going to keep laughing at this bitch. So let's get into the 10-minute stream that FFG, for some reason, thought would help in any way. Let's get into it.
Hello, girl gang. Hello, everybody. It's really, really good to see you. Long time, really long time. No bees this time, eh? Holy shit.
I wanted to mention before she continues, there was an issue with her mic, so it's on her end. It's not on my end. There's an issue with her mic. She said she'll work on it. But I just find it so funny. With all the money she has made through scamming, she couldn't have figured out a mic situation all these years. We clearly know why she's staying away from purchasing a webcam. But with all that money, the amount of criticism she's had for other creators with how, they elevate their channels, imagine scamming tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and just a little bit of that couldn't have gone towards a mic.
Okay, so we're here to talk about a few things tonight. Okay. And I'm going to tell you about the plan going forward.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the Kuwaiti police coming for your big fat ass bitch. Woo!
For anyone confused why that's in there, exactly 6 months prior to FFG going live about obviously her scamming viewers, FFG was actually celebrating the possibility of Chantel facing some legal consequences. So in May, if y'all remember, that was what was going on with like the cats and Kuwait and everything. So there were certain things within that stream that kind of applied to what's happening today, exactly 6 months later. That was from May 30th. And this stream we're going over is from November 30th. So when I heard her say, ooh, ooh, that's the sound of the police. Ooh, you a scammer, boo. I don't know if anything's going to happen to her legally, but it could. It could. And if anything does, I need Yaba to put that sound on her soundboard and I'm not playing. Scamming.
Bloop, 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 bloop all over your fat ass and all your bad fucking animal karma, bitch. Could she get charges for this? She absolutely could. She absolutely could.
If you guys are cool with it, because there is a going forward. Just hate to break it to a lot of people who think I'm walking away from the internet. I was just reading the chat before we started going, y'all. I'm not leaving girl world. I am here. I am back. Where to start? Where to start? There's a lot that now.
Before she continues with this long-winded thing, I knew she was coming back. I was just shocked that she didn't come back on Friday, but the truth is she was going to come back. FFG doesn't have anything outside of this. She doesn't have a job. She barely has family, as we can see. She ain't got no friends. She ain't got shit. Nope. So she was going to come back. So I was just surprised she didn't come back on Friday. But hey, she's back. More content for us because there's a few things in that stream that we're going to go over. Just a couple.
Now, I can't say. It's a part of why I have been gone. I have been advised not to talk about certain things for now. A day will come where I can talk about it all. But for now, there are some things that I cannot talk about.
I have a lot to say, and it's
For those who are wondering with the edits, this is actually FFG's brother. He posted this video voiceover on Twitter, so I grabbed it. He obviously did listen to some of FFG's stream, if not the whole thing, and he posted this. So what you're about to hear is from FFG's brother, not a villain in a Marvel movie, because it was given that for a second.
too much to put into a tweet. It could have been 16 minutes. It could have been 3 hours and 16 minutes. Just like the last video, it's all about testing the waters. It's all about reading the chat and feedback from the chat. Adjust accordingly. Okay? I'll go into all of that. I have no issues. Let's just play dumb for a minute. Avoid reality and play into this bullshit. Why exactly are you not able to speak on certain things? Why exactly are you being so vague? Because you could openly say, I have an ongoing case and I press charges against my brother for extortion. But you won't say that because you know I'll clip that and ship that and you'll be fucked. So you're buying time.
Basically, the who, what, where.
That was FFG's brother. That was FFG's brother. That was a message to FFG. But I just wanted to make sure y'all heard that. And he said that with his whole chest. Said that with his whole chest. I don't know if FFG has heard it from now. I'm sure she has by now. But that was her brother. That was a message. I hope he does, honestly, eventually just start their YouTube channel. I'm sure people have questions. This was more than a tweet, so I did appreciate that. But hold on, where is it? Right? The voice, right? Aren't you serious? The voice was, I was just like, okay. Now I wanted to be dramatic and add some type of music to it. I was like, now let me not do that. Let's just play. Let's just play it and keep going. But I was just like, took the good voice, the good looks. I know, you know what? Sometimes if you really think about it, I get why FFG. She was just giving struggle after struggle, and then when she got of age, she just kept picking struggle after struggle because she still could try.
When, but not the why. Okay. BBJ. I want to tell you guys what happened with BBJ and how she passed away. Okay. And I can. So BBJ, every 3 months, as everybody knows, was going to have her urine tested so that they could check out what's going on with the kidneys.
How about some files from the vet?
So I'm going to run this back for a second. But as I mentioned in my last stream, it comes as no surprise. FFG's word means nothing. In the same way she sat in this clip and said, paperwork's from the vet when it comes to Chantel, same with her. Her word means absolutely nothing. Since she's going to go on to say, you know, BBJ had these appointments every 3 months, post that. Post that. Her word means absolutely fuck all. And there is absolutely no reason that she mentioned where she couldn't say the day that BBJ was cremated. I don't give a fuck what she was advised. There's nothing that would make sense where she couldn't have at least said the date. But if she's saying BBJ went to go get her shots every 3 months, post that. She lost all credibility. This bitch has sat on this platform and lied more than just about any creator in this space. Her word means nothing. So she wants to start rebuilding trust between her and her viewers. Because here's the thing. I don't have to ever like FFG ever again for her to actually put in an effort and start rebuilding some trust between her and her viewers. So BBJ was getting her shots every 3 months, post it along with the day that BBJ was cremated. But I'm going to run this back, and the same advice and the same criticism she had for Chantel applies to her. 1 second, y'all. Hopefully I run it back enough.
You could check out what's going on with the kidneys.
How about some files from the vet that you've been claiming to have for 2 years? I have. She can never finish that sentence though, could she? Because what she has is fuck all.
You know how she just mocked Chantel with, I have. That's the same thing that FFG was doing for about 2 years. She was the hero. She's doing all these things. People would ask her about BBJ. She would bite back. But any chance she had while reacting to Chantel, she would point out how much she was doing for BBJ and how much BBJ was living a great life. Show it. Show the vet appointment. Show those receipts. She can easily block that out. Show those dates. Show that. I would really hate that if some of the speculation, because it's opinions and it's speculation, I would hate for some of the opinions of people wondering if FFG even took BBJ to another appointment past the first one. I would hate for that to be true. So at the very least, while she's sitting here saying BBJ was well taken care of while leaving out the part that BBJ was living with her, let's hope she actually took BBJ to all these appointments that she claimed, seeing that she was making so much fucking cash off of BBJ, off of reminding viewers about BBJ. Post those vet appointments, because nobody believes a fuck thing that this bitch says now.
So we were at the regular schmegular appointment. They go to take the urine sample is collected on these little, it's like these little crystals. They look kind of like cat litter, but they're crystals. And when you pee on that, they can collect the sample of that pee to test it. Okay. Well, BBJ wouldn't pee. Okay. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And now they can't wait anymore. So there's a way to go in with this little thing and pull out a little pee, get a little sample to go and have it tested. So they go in to pull out the little bit of pee and they can't get the pee. And they say that it seems like there's some kind of a blockage. Okay. So the vet, regular vet, makes an appointment for the next day for BBJ to have an ultrasound. The next day, the ultrasound happens and they find a bunch of masses around her bladder.
No, that didn't work. Oh, sweet Jesus. Serenity now. Okay. Oh my God, it worked. Okay, great. Okay.
The purpose of this clip here was FFG during that stream of 6 months ago. She pulled up this from, I think, Pause Kuwait. Now she puts this up, and the reason I wanted to use it in this edit here, she could do the same with the fucking vet reports. You see how she just pulled this up from Pets Kuwait? She needs to pull it up with her fucking vet. See? So it's not that, you know, she can't understand technology. I know she always calls herself a boomer. Well, we just watched a boomer pull something up on her stream, and she could pull the same thing up with the vet reports. So that's the only reason I wanted to include that. No other reason.
Okay. Official update. This is what she got while she was live, okay? Official update regarding the rescued kitten and her mother.
What was blocking them from being able to get the pee sample?
See? The way she was reading that off, she can now read off a vet report.
Now, she hadn't stopped peeing. She was not suffering in any way, but they did say that this was going to, of course, cause suffering because she wouldn't, there would have been a moment coming up like where she would not have been able to pee. So they gave painkillers for BBJ for 5 days and said basically decide when to make the appointment to come back and humanely put BBJ to sleep before the inevitable happened. She was too old to do any kind of biopsies, God forbid, cancer treatment, anything like that. It was the most humane thing to do and exactly what the vets said to do.
After hearing all of that, right? And here's the thing. I'm not here to question, because I don't know much. I'm not a vet. So I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about the process that she mentioned. The truth is, I don't have enough knowledge to question that. What I do know is I don't trust her word. So when it comes to all this explanation, she could be telling the truth, but none of it matters because she has proven herself to be a compulsive liar and be untrustworthy. So she needs to just put up the vet report. The reason what she explained, one of the reasons it didn't age well is because she said this about Zachary Michael 2 months ago, or actually, yeah, almost 2 months ago. And the same could be said for her then. And let's just get into it. A quick reminder of what FFG said about Zachary Michael when Zach was following vet's instructions. Zach was doing the best that they could do for their pet, but she wanted to take a dig at Zach.
Oh my God. I'm holding in snark about Zachary Michael. I'm just ignoring it, but can I make one snarky comment and then we'll go back to ignoring? You know what? Maybe if Zachary Michael had spent a little less time worrying about you being happy or not, he would have had a little more time to focus on the fact that his dog needed to be medicated, and then maybe the dog would still be alive today. Okay, that's it. That's my last snark, but also true. Fuck you, Zachary Michael.
FFG, you a fraud ass, pussy ass bitch, and you've always been one. So if she's sitting there saying that about Zach, would BBJ still be alive if she wasn't too busy chasing around and stalking Chantel? Because according to her brother, who was chasing her ass all over fucking YouTube, she wasn't even there for her dying mother. And I'm going to see if I could find that screenshot. Hopefully I could find it quickly as a reminder to y'all that FFG was sitting here having her brother chase her around to get help with their mother. But I will find that. But so if that's the criticism and the dig she tried to take at Zach, what does it say about her? Take pets out the question. I highly doubt someone who won't be there for their mother dying of cancer, where your brother's on Twitter telling you, hey, stop stalking people, come help with your dying mother. But she had that criticism for Zach, and we turn around, come to find out she's been scamming viewers all these years. A lot of what she says doesn't age well. That's why she should have sat there and just kept reacting to Chantel and being a smug ass bitch whose ego got out of control. Because there's so many things she has said in the past that don't age well today. Let me see. Sorry, let me find Zach's comment. Just a reminder, Judy wasn't alive when Amberlynn was in Wisconsin, and Poe is still living, so I'm still unsure what she was talking about. It was just FFG trying to run her mouth because she will always try to take digs at people, digs at creators where she can, and look at where she is today. A lot of those people she tried to tear down have circled back and have content on her because she has proven herself to be the biggest scammer to come from this community. Again, she could have just sat there and kept reacting to her sister, but she wanted to pop her shit. And now she seems to be very silent. See, look at you now, clown ass, pussy ass bitch. Ben said it. And Lori, you little lap dog, every time that I call FFG a pussy ass bitch, make sure you clip that too. Make sure you clip that too. Good girl.
And that's what happened with BBJ. And it was incredibly sad. Incredibly sad.
During the live, you can feel how nervous she is. I agree. The vibe shift when she finds out is just, it's a beautiful moment.
But I have.
This is where you really start hearing the low BMI voice come in. She has to think about what she's saying. For a second, it sounded like her voice was quaking. Where's the FFG we're used to, the loudmouth? Cause y'all know me. When I know I didn't do shit, y'all ain't gonna get this out of me. I'm gonna keep popping my shit. But this tone is just a bit different. Just a bit different. Look at this scamming ass bitch.
Have no regrets about the rescue at all.
You decide to scam your audience for some money because you think you're above it all.
When she said, I have no regrets for the rescue, no shit. She made a shit ton of money. Of course, she's not going to have regrets. And she hasn't actually really faced any consequences. So that was a joke. But I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of the chat because she actually did leave the chat replay up. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of the chat and then we'll get to some more of the support.
BJ was taken from a horrible situation that we all watched happening on live. She lived out the rest of her life in complete comfort, spoiled, well treated, well taken care of.
I do want to be, I've said it before, right? Sit here doing these streams with a big joint sticking out of my mouth while I hover over the screen like a fucking gargoyle to keep up with the chat.
So I wanted to remind you, even though I believe a lot of viewers know, but FFG's main reason to not be on camera, because she could clearly buy, an external webcam, is because she wants to make sure she can smoke and just read the chat and react that way. So for the people who constantly say, or who have been making excuses about how well she probably took care of BBJ, first of all, you didn't know she had BBJ. A lot of viewers, because she lied, were under the impression that her sister-in-law had BBJ. There is no sister-in-law. So an elderly cat who already had health issues is now living with a very, very angry chain smoker who owns 2 dogs. How great was BBJ's quality of life living under the same roof as FFG? Do I believe FFG was sitting here harming BBJ in any way? No, I don't. I have no proof of that. Nor do I think that. However, this idea that BBJ lived so great of a life with FFG is ridiculous, especially now knowing BBJ lived with FFG. You notice she didn't say that in any of the last 2 streams because there are questions she could answer, but she hasn't, because it would be followed up and really confirm a lot of the things we've been saying. She's a chain smoker. It's bad enough she had her dogs. Now she entered an elderly cat who already had health issues. She's selfish. She's incredibly selfish. But let me get to some of the support and then we'll keep going. But I just see a lot of people trying to make excuses, trying to find different things to say when it comes to the care of BBJ, when the truth is, one thing we do know about FFG is she lies. We don't know how well she may have taken care of BBJ. We don't. So let me get to some of the support. Ashley, thank you so much for 9 months. Yes, thank you for making my Wednesday morning so much better. Love you all, chuckle fucks. P.S. Can you please turn your volume up? Oh, wait, do I sound low to y'all? Let me know in chat if I sound low to y'all. I'll play around with the volume. I will. Thank you so much for 9 months, boo. Mushroom Destroyer, thank you so much for 8 months. On her French fried turkey neck. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just sing that. Thank you, boo, for 8 months. French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, and a body like a butter roll. French fried turkey. Okay, that's that. That song will never get old. And the only thing she could come up with is Chuckle Fox. Jordy City of Thieves, thank you so much for 5 months. Please note that only 40.7% of SPCA donations go to the animals, where 80% to local shelters go to their animals. Oh, support animals directly and locally. Agreed. Thank you. I didn't even know about that. I didn't actually know it was that percentage, but thank you for that, boo. One moment. Let's see. Lori, thank you so much for the support. FFG lights one cigarette after another. That's a smoker. Yeah. And her greed had an elderly cat. And of course, already her pet's living with her. Thank you, boo. Mercury, somebody check on the Pope. Charlie is on time with the super chats. First of all, I've been trying. Now I might fall behind. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much, boo. I've really been trying to keep up. I've been trying because y'all come through. So thank you, boo. Elfie, thank you. Sharbubu is over. Thank you for 8 months. Sharbubu is over. Long live Charlie Pocket. You can't call me that. I'm 6'1". That doesn't even make sense. Thank you for 8 months, boo. Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. I loved FFG's humor, but between you and Salty Crab, my eyes have been opened. I was sad, but I hate being lied to. Y'all proved it. Thank you for this comment here. And I also wanted to point out, and thank you again, boo. So you know how FFG said she directed her mods to block people? She actually was even having, well, her mods were actually even blocking comments like this. This isn't the exact wording, but I remember seeing someone comment, and I'm paraphrasing, like, I've been a silent viewer. I've been watching you for years, but I've been really disappointed with what's come out. I watched it in real time as it got banned. So it's not even, say, people typing in when or being nasty or criticizing her or giving her even the slightest bit of criticism she's given Chantel and others all these years. Simple comments just pointing out their disappointment was getting blocked as well in her chat. So pretty much FFG is now creating her own hug box, just like Chantel. And unless I missed it, maybe she tweeted while I've been live, but she still hasn't tweeted as well. The same FFG who used to get up first thing in the morning, start tweeting and trying to drag people. She hasn't tweeted. I guess she knows the only place she's truly safe from criticism is her own platform. Pussy. Chilean, thank you. Oh, there is a tutorial in the description. Your comment says I can't access the Discord. Please drop a link. There's a tutorial in the Discord that walks you through connecting your YouTube channel to the Discord. Follow that. If that doesn't work for any reason, just DM me on Twitter. But thank you, Chilean. Bishop, thank you so much for the super chat. My birthday is on the 7th. I think this deserves an EBT dance. I got you, Charlie. Shake them up for me one time. With your 6'2" self. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. But happy early birthday, boo. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EBTs. Y'all think I could get canceled for that? I don't know if that's appropriate, but I did it. So, oh well. And happy early birthday, boo. Happy early birthday. Deep fried fupa, thank you, boo. Charlie is a great example that you can be great without being gross. If you're good at what you do as a creator, it will show. Thank you for that. And that's something I said in the past when it comes to FFG and a lot of these creators who go out of their way to enter, like, be part of the train wrecks. It comes from an insecurity, in my opinion, where they don't feel like their commentary, their opinions, what they do on their platform is enough. The truth is, it's enough to just sit here and give your opinion, kick it with your community. Whoever finds you, finds you. But FFG kept taking it to another level, and she wanted to keep one-upping people, not just Chantel, creators in this space as well. She should have trusted her own abilities. Now look where she's at. And thank you again, boo. Goodbye, Kyle. I appreciate you. FFG insight to Chantel was accurate because it was insight to herself. The scam was coming from inside the house. Exactly. Fries and lies. And that cat died. Dead as fuck. I just will never understand the logic or how you can sit there, even though we couldn't see her, but say that with your whole chest all the time. She was like, BBJ's thriving. She would sit there and disrespect and curse out viewers simply asking about BBJ, knowing BBJ was probably still in that room, in that exact room in an urn. And if not in that room, in that house. And she kept doing it. Look at where she's at now. Thank you again, boo. Goofy, dumb, goofy whole bitch. I listened to Yaba say your name, and I know I would struggle as I'm doing now, but I'm happy I could finally say your name out loud. Goofy, dumb, goofy whole bitch. Thank you, boo. Has her chat figured out the ASPCA nonsense takes not one dime from Girl World's patron saint of charity? I don't think they would care. That's the thing. I don't think they would care. They are willing to keep making excuses for FFG because I would feel insulted. Let's just say you were on the fence. You want to just hear FFG out. If you're being exposed for being a fucking scammer and you come back and your response, one of your responses is, oh, I'm going to run this charity and I'm going to have you guys take money out of your pocket to put into this charity. Bitch, what about you? What are you doing? That money's coming from her supporters, the same supporters she has scammed for 2 years. But they go with it. Why? Because apparently raising money, fundraising, takes away from the bad qualities. No, no. There is no creator in this space that I can think of, and I've said this in the past, no creator in the space who has raised more money than FFG. No one could take that from her. However, there's no other creator in this space who has scammed viewers as much as FFG. Yeah. Smeed, thank you so much, Boo. If she mentions the vet, people will call for the date. Yeah. And she's not willing to do that, unfortunately. Thank you again, Boo. Crazy Cat Lady, thank you for 1 month. My instinct says BBJ died 3 to 6 months after Bloop. No, here's the thing. We have a good timeline. So Chris said it himself when he went over to her house for the holidays. So it was either November or December of 2023. That's when BBJ was euthanized. So, and FFG has not provided anything else to even show that's not the truth. So it's just her word, and that means nothing. Thank you, Boo. Cherry, thank you for 8 months. With all the demonetization going on, y'all think the article that Zachary Michael was interviewed for will be released? I feel like it would have been released by now, but who knows? We're going to keep an eye out. And I feel like that journalist will probably reach out to Zach when the time comes. But we'll see. Oh, I wanted to cover this before we get back into FFG, because Chris, I saw your comment. I appreciate you. Marvel villain makes sense. I was extremely angry because I made the joke about him sounding like a Marvel villain. You can't sue someone for extortion in Canada, and in Canada, it's a criminal offense. She can't say another word about extortion out loud. Oh, really? They let what she did. Okay. Wait, is there anything else actually, Chris, if you don't mind, that you wanted to fill us in it? Whatever you're comfortable with. I follow you on Twitter, so it don't matter. If you tweet it, I'm gonna see it anyways. But good to know. Good to know. But let's get back into FFG, and then I'll get back to the I will get back to the support.
And that's the most important thing to me, in my opinion. With what happened at the end also, I can't help but wonder, had she not been rescued, how long would that have gone without being checked? Would her previous owner have even noticed when the time had come, maybe where she was having problems peeing?
Absolutely.
So FFG wants to bring it back to Chantel. Chantel didn't have the cat any longer. FFG had BBJ. So even through all of this, after being exposed for the fraud that she is, the scammer that she still is trying to uplift herself in this moment and have one over Chantel. Like, would this have, would BBJ have been checked? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because that's not the scenario we're talking about. We're talking about BBJ being with her. What did she actually do for BBJ's care? Just like she asked for proof that Chantel was taking care of BBJ, a lot of viewers in this community questioned how much Chantel was taking care of BBJ. So the same goes for her, because no matter how many ways that FFG tries to spin this, or maybe her supporters try to spin this, we never let up on Chantel and how she chose to take care of her cats and the different ways she neglected them. FFG could have rescued BBJ and said nothing. She wanted to make a production out of it. She wanted to make sure she could exploit BBJ. So the same questions that a lot of viewers and creators threw at Chantel can now be thrown at FFG. In the same way, we've been sitting here calling Chantel an animal abuser for many years now. So for the people, accurate, by the way, I'm not making no excuses for Chantel, animal abuser. For the people who are wondering, how long are people going to talk about what FFG did? If you didn't have a problem with how long we've been calling out Chantel for her past, you will not have a problem with how long I choose and many other creators choose to keep calling out a fucking scammer who did it for years. Buckle in. It's going to be a while.
Absolutely not. What are you going to adopt, Bruce Lee? Absolutely not. Listen, I do enjoy pissing her off, but not at the expense of my life. I don't wish harm on any animals, but I also do not want a cat in my life like that. You know what I mean? Not in my house. No litter boxes, never. No thanks. Not for me.
So this is where I get a bit confused because this is FFG just a few months ago going on and on about how she don't like cats and all these things. So if someone like FFG keeps saying these things, how are we to believe? Because she went so hard to have viewers believe how much she can't stand cats, she can't live with cats, she don't want to clean their litter box and all these things, which doesn't age well, seeing that what she mentioned was wrong with BBJ. And the main question I have with what she explains with, what BBJ was struggling with, I find it hard to believe the signs would only be there after taking BBJ to the vet. So there were no signs that anything was wrong with BBJ at her home. Only when BBJ got to the vet. Okay. I think that's something to think about. Do I have any proof of anything? No. But I find it hard to believe those signs would only appear when FFG took BBJ to the vet. Let me get to some more of the support and we'll get back into it. Oh, actually, let me end the poll. Thank you for this reminder, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate you for 50 months. Let me end this poll because y'all know me. I'm good to forget a poll that I posted. That's actually more votes than I thought. Normally on a poll like this, I only get like 500 votes. Oh, y'all came through. I love that. So pick one. There were 934 votes. 78% said give Rosie a sponge bath. Oh, give Rosie a sponge bath. 18% said cook all meals with Chantel's ladle. And 4% said use Amber's washcloths to clean yourself. I would be giving Rosie the best sponge bath of her life. It would be the sponge bath for me, because I couldn't. So I understand the 78%. I ain't gonna hold you between the ladle and Amber. Yeah, I'll just be gone. I just be gone. Actually, yeah, I'll give FFG a foot massage before that. Chuck and his ducks, thank you so much for the super chat. I chose the ladle. Really? That can be bleached while my eyes physically cannot. Your polls are soul changing and not in a good way, but we're here to do it together, right? We're here to do it together. Really, you wouldn't just give Rosie a sponge bath? You could wear gloves, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe I didn't think that through. Either way, they're all disgusting. That's why I'm happy we did it. Matt, thank you so much, boo. Check DMs. I'll check in a moment. And thank you. See, it says revenge, so I know what I'm about to check is probably okay. Okay, Matt. Thank you, boo. Christina, thank you so much for the support. Hello, longtime lurker, but had to show you some support due to your amazingly well-edited videos and streams. Thank you. The phenomenal intro music and love your break music clips. Thank you. Love, you've been covering FF fraud. Oh, yes, and don't worry. We'll be covering her for a while. I noticed she didn't go, at least when I was getting ready, I didn't see any notifications. So I wonder when FFG will be live again. But seeing that we'll go over some clips from yesterday, I'm probably thinking she's going to try to figure out how to approach content moving forward. The thought she should have had before bringing her ass back on this platform. Because yesterday was embarrassing. And thank you again, Christina. Dastardly, thank you so much. Not all money's good money. Let's say that a little louder. Thank you, Dastardly. Not all money is good money. Take notes, FFG, Rachel, and you other weird ass bitches out there. Nomi, thank you so much. I adore your energy. World needs more of it. Thank you, boo. Thank you. You should have been here a few years ago. They did not appreciate it, but I'm happy you guys have come around. I appreciate y'all. Spiteful Pinky Jean, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. Sprinkling a little support for a beautiful 6'1" queen. Thank you. Oh, and FFG, don't fuck with cats or dogs or kids. Just sit up there and stay fat and ugly. Let me read that part. I like that. Just sit up there and stay fat and ugly. Emphasis on the ugly. Anyways, damn YouTube made me get creative to call her a big back. And I love it. She fat, ugly. Well, actually, I'm not gonna go. I'm just let it be. And she's a scammer. You see all those struggles? She didn't have to pick all those struggles. And I appreciate you once again. Very, very generous. Thank you, boo. Deborah, thank you so much. She's a textbook definition of a full-on psychopath. No conscience, less no empathy, inflex, cruelty, pathological liar. Yeah, I'm heartsick over this. She let a lot of people down. I just do wish more people were open to hearing, the criticism in the past, but the truth is, she don't even respect the supporters who are still holding on. She didn't even respect y'all enough to even come back with even a decent response, a genuine one. She don't give a fuck, but it's no shock. Jenny No Pants, thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you, boo. Pat Ray, thank you so much. FIG promised BBJ was going to an experienced cat owner with no dogs. She did the opposite. Even missed a total urinary blockage and put PBJ down for it. The thing with the blockage, you know how she mentioned in the clip before I paused, how she wouldn't clean litter boxes and stuff? That's what I was trying to connect to what she was saying. Because she said this, like, she doesn't want a cat in her house. She wouldn't want to clean litter boxes. I'm like, does that connect? Is she low-key telling on herself? Again, this is me asking questions. I'm not a vet. But let's get back into Chantel, FFG, all the same. Let's get back into it real quick.
How long would that have been until that was even noticed and looked into? So that is what happened with BBJ. Okay. I've pretty much stayed offline for the past few days. I've seen some of the things being said, of course.
I'm confident she saw a lot of the things, because even the other day there was a viewer who mentioned that FFG recently blocked them. So FFG is peeping. FFG is looking at the criticism, looking at the content being done on her. I'm sure she's skimming those forums, and she got nothing. That's why she came back with this complete bullshit.
You pulled a monetary scam on your audience.
It's part of what I can't speak on. These things are very connected. Try to understand, okay?
FFG can speak on a lot more. Even if she's talking, say if she's getting legal advice, she can say a lot more. This is clearly just buying her time, the way her brother said. It's just buying her time. Do you think FFG is going to give some type of real answers in a month from now? 2 months from now? 3 months from now? I highly doubt it. She's hoping enough time will go by where people just drop it or go on and move on. No. She has a long catalog that is now off her platform. I'm one of the many few creators who have that catalog downloaded and will be going over it for a long time. So FFG will always be a scammer, and I will always be here to remind people. So that everything that she's done over the last 2 years is going away no time soon. So she should get comfortable.
I hope for once in your big fat life, somebody does do the absolute worst that they can. And I hope you feel this. Oh, I hope they make a fucking exception out of her, or an example out of her. I mean, I would fucking live for that. Throw the book at this fat bitch. Give her the highest fine. Jail time, sure. I don't give a fuck either way. It's the money is what kills her ass.
A day will come.
So that was directed at Chantel. Seeing that FFG has scammed viewers for thousands, if anything came her way where she faced consequences, I wanted to make sure I play that clip for her. Those were her words when she thought Chantel was going to face legal consequences over a cat. Now we fast forward. FFG might be facing legal consequences because of a cat, because she scammed her viewers because of a cat, a dead one at that.
Like I said, where I can. For anybody who feels like they donated, people are talking about the super chats to, because of BBJ or whatever the case may be. Genuinely, if you feel that you were wronged, email me frenchfriedgirl, all one word, at gmail.com. I will be more than happy to reimburse the super chats if you feel that you were wronged. If you want that super chat back, okay? I genuinely mean that.
So 3 separate times FFG said, if you feel you were wronged. So even in this moment here, she's not acknowledging, or she's not even taking accountability for what she actually did. You know how when sometimes when people apologize, they'll be like, well, if you feel like this, or if you felt like this, they're not truly apologizing for what they did. Hey, if you felt like that, that's on you. So sorry. If you feel, and here's the thing, she scammed viewers. It's not about if a viewer felt that. She scammed viewers. And this is the type of thing that Chantel would pull. FFG could have sat there, been honest, taken accountability. The people who are upset are going to be upset. But she still has some supporters that are hanging on, hoping she'll approach this differently, hoping she'll actually take accountability. And when it comes to these refunds, where she is hoping viewers reach out to her. Thank you for the people who reminded me who FFG is. And I wanted to remind y'all before we take a quick break who FFG is when you approach her for a refund.
Why no? Didn't you dox people too, Frenchie? No, I have not. I've doxed one person and it was Aloha Junkie, and I doxed her because she doxed a bunch of people from our chat. A bunch of people. Yeah, I will dox you for that. That's all. Hey, girl, hey, thank you for the super chat.
So, hey girl, hey, in this super chat right here, the reason I specifically clipped this was a viewer of FFG's. I've talked about it in the past. I want you to pay attention to what FFG does soon after. She goes on Twitter and responds to criticism from Hey Girl Hey. She responds, Meth fucker didn't have to do shit. He had no court-ordered visitation and isn't on the birth certificate. She wanted to be free to fuck around with Big Greasy. Oh, and if I was such a sick bitch, I would have doxed the absolute shit out of you. Doc's name, watch your mouth. So this took place around the time that FFG was, with her whole chest, throwing the trauma of a child in Yaba's face and Yaba's family's face. Hey Girl Hey simply criticized her because it's just a topic that shouldn't have been touched in the way that FFG was going about it. Hey, she didn't agree with it. And FFG's response is to remind that viewer, because now she's upset, that she had her docs info. And for those who are new, who are wondering, how did FFG get Hey Girl Hey's docs info? Well, I'll have her answer that for you. One moment. Hey Girl Hey writes, the reason she has my information and is able to threaten to dox me is because I won her giveaway. So FFG will dox a viewer, threaten to dox a viewer, even a viewer who won her giveaway. So to anyone who's reaching out to FFG about the refunds, just know there's a chance in the future she can dox you. If you have to give your personal information, there's a chance she can dox you. When it comes to this space specifically, there is no other creator I've seen dox as much as FFG. Whether it be her spreading dox information that was already out there, whether it be her threatening to dox viewers, or whether it be her actively just doxing viewers. When she finds no use for you or you upset her, it doesn't matter how she got that dox info, whether it be because you want a giveaway from her, whether it be because you go on to ask for a refund. The moment you piss her off and she recognizes your handle, she can dox you. Just please believe. And I want one more example to show y'all how far she will go sometimes. This is FFG in 2024. Let's read it. Trying to learn about taters today. Anyone have any information that would interest me about a tater and want to make some money? Hit me up. Just to add some context, Hater Tater is an account that has been dedicated to calling out FFG's behavior on Twitter. They actually haven't been around for a few months, but that's who she's referring to. She was offering money to get information on Hater Tater. And I know maybe you're wondering, hey, did she ever get that information? Apparently, she did. How do I know? Because FFG went on to tweet a picture of Hater Tater. So I decided to blur it out because I'm not going to spread the docs. So she went on to tweet Hater Tater's docs soon after. And then, this is the caption right here. And please take note, she went on to delete it. FFG went on to delete it. Good thing I've been following her behavior online for the last couple of years just quietly. Because when she went on to delete it, I made sure I had already screen recorded it. So just be aware that's who you're getting a refund from if you have to send your personal information. I don't know how else viewers can get their money back, seeing that she scammed so many people, but just please proceed with caution. I don't know another solution. But yeah, and I have many more examples where that came from. FFG has been doxing a lot of people and spreading doxes for years. So see, she likes to project. She used to say that about a lot of people, but really she was talking about herself. Guys, we're gonna go on a quick break. We're gonna, unpack, and you guys are gonna enjoy the break. And I better not see no tomatoes in the chat. I'll be right back, y'all.
A handful of prices. Please, someone save me.
Not a shopping cart? What the is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Porcahontas.
Wink wink, bitches.
Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need
guys, I'm sorry to cut it short, but I read Smee's comment and I feel like this is a request and we haven't done it in so long. Thank you for your request, Boo.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
See, that wasn't that bad. And I gave us extra time. More time to get your skincare ready, check on your pets, and make sure you're hydrated. Smee, thank you, Boo. Thank you for the request. When you guys mention it, all I'm hearing is we want a second break. And I'm here to do that for y'all. Danny, thank you so much for the super chat. We don't even know if her story about BBJ, how BBJ passed is true, that part. Unless there's vet receipts. Maybe there was no ultrasound. She just got sick at home. We don't know. That's the truth. When you lie that much, you take away your credibility. And that's where it's at. Even something like this, where I know nothing. I'm not a vet. I really don't know anything about this. It's just best that you question everything that she says. And it's time that FFG starts providing receipts. The same receipts that she requested and demanded from Chantel all these years. Show and prove, bitch. Dumpster Snacks, thank you so much. Sharbabu is out. Charlie Lord Farquaad is in. You know, I forgot. It was like a couple of years ago. FFG actually called me that. I personally think she called me that because I got definition in my face and she can't relate. But I'll take that too. Thank you, Boo. Mercury, thank you. I choose little because it says cooking, not eating. That's true, but that's cooking. That's a good point, actually. You actually made a good point, but I still would struggle. I would just have to go. I would just have to go. Thank you, Mercury Boo. Sarah, welcome to the Go Cluster. I appreciate you. Smee, thank you, Boo. She treated her mom like Foodie treated her grandma. Exactly. FFG sat there criticizing Chantel, rightfully so, by not prioritizing her grandmother, chasing Natter through the streets. But she turned around and did the same thing with her own mother. Again, she sat there all these years reacting to herself. Thank you, Boo. Know me. Cats hold stress in their bladder, just saying. Oh, thank you for that. That's the thing. There's so much that I personally don't know. But again, a vet report would clear so much up, wouldn't it? Sarah, thank you. FF Grifter was live last night. I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. The more she avoided the subject, the more my stomach turned. The more she speaks, the more she proves exactly what a lot of us have been trying to say for a long time. Again, that could have been a community tab post. Let's see. Daddies, thank you so much. Poor FFG didn't get beat with the ugly stick. They pulled up the whole damn tree. That ugly inside and out. You look beautiful as always, queen. You have sorry. You have a great heart. Thank you. Thank you, boo. It's late. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not going to get into it. Y'all see what her brother looked like. Actually, I always wanted to ask Chris. When you used to go to, I don't know if Chris is still here. If you see this on playback, just a quick question. No, I don't DM with this man, but if you're around, answer. When you used to play with your sister, did they think that was the family dog? I've always wondered that. I've always wondered that because you know, you never know. Miso Bear, thank you so much. Welcome to the Gold Cluster Supreme. You do have access to the Discord, boo. Mercury, genuine question. How exactly are you supposed to prove that you sent a super chat and the money on it with her content removed? So I don't know if this is the case for everyone. I believe it should be. I normally get an email. I normally get an email from YouTube anytime I send a super chat. I give memberships. So if you can go back and take a look at your emails, if you didn't delete them, I believe it should still be there. That's all I know. I've never actually went to go look for those type of receipts. So that's what I'm assuming. Let me see. Lilies, thank you so much, boo. Y'all chill. She just had to poop. Thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. I'm assuming you're talking about Chantel. Smee, Spectrum, why did you do this to me? Listen. You requested, and I am here to make sure I fulfill that for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't you feel stronger? I know I do. Thank you, boo. Jax, thank you so much for the super chat. I looked it up and it seems like the Canadian OCA Office of Consumer Affairs in her province would be the person to contact if you got scammed. Oh, let me read that again. I just like reading out super chats. So I just want to read this out once again clearly. It's just a super chat that I'm choosing to read out loud. I looked it up and it seems like the Canadian OCA Office of Consumer Affairs in her province would be the person to contact if you got scammed. Thank you for that information. I'm simply just reading it to my viewers. Thank you, Jax. Amy, thank you so much for 6 months as special ed teacher. I can tell you all that all behavior in a way to communicate something. Wait, what? I can tell you all that all behavior is a way to communicate something. Oh, Charlie and her breaks are communicating that she wants attention from her peers and she's getting that. Why the fuck I didn't realize that was coming at me? I thought like a sweet message was coming, so I was gonna be like, oh, I was not prepared. Oh my goodness, I was not prepared. Thank you so much, boo. And thank you again for 6 months. Thank you, boo. All right, let's get to this. Hold on, we got one more coming in, and we'll get right back into FFG the scammer. Mercury, I appreciate you. No, I meant how do you prove it was a super chat meant for BBJ? Oh, that's a good question. I'm sorry, that completely went over my head. I don't know, because that's the truth. Her live streams are down, and even if you have the receipt, it doesn't say the message that was within it. That is a very good point, actually. I didn't even think about that. There's no way to know. And I'm sure FFG doesn't really care. But again, just proceed with caution, y'all. For anybody going after a refund, I understand. But just remember, you're dealing with someone who will dox you whenever she's upset. Let's get back into FFG.
FrenchFriedGirl@gmail.com, all one word. Send me an email. I can't go backwards, guys. There's nothing I can do to change the past. Nothing.
And there's nothing that she can do to change the fact that a lot of us will continue reminding viewers exactly who she is. She's going to attempt to move forward. How she chooses to move forward, only time tells. But I want to keep repeating this. I, along with a lot of creators, will make sure this space and anyone who enters this space is reminded on a weekly basis that FFG is a fucking scammer, a clown, and a pussy ass bitch. And she did it all to herself. Okay.
Chantal, this will not play out well for future activities. It will follow you always, scammer. Inshallah, it should. These are the kind of things you shouldn't just walk away from. You know, yeah, certain mistakes you get like a second chance and you get forgiveness and you get to walk away from. Not this kind of thing. 40-year-old woman fucking scamming her audience.
But I'm going to move forward. I am. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at our regular schmegular, doing our regular schmegular thing, reacting.
Okay.
Before we go into a couple of clips from yesterday's stream, I wanted to remind y'all what it sounds like when FFG is confident. She feels comfortable, untouchable when she's reacting to Chantel sometimes. I just wanted to remind you what it sounds like, and then we'll go into FFG 24 hours ago.
Thank you. I want to knock her the fuck out. I swear to God. That big jello ass looking face too. Fuck, you know. Ooh.
Oh, mods. I feel. Hi, mods. I love you guys for real. So appreciate you guys. Just fucking block the shit out of all the fucking hoes. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I genuinely, truly mean that. Don't worry about diplomacy and timeout. You just mod your little fucking hearts.
Now she's encouraging her mods to block people because she can't handle the very valid criticism that's coming her way. And hopefully I did have this pulled up. I wanted to remind you guys of something that FFG tweeted not too long ago. Here's the thing. When it comes to why I collect certain receipts, some of it is because I've been, following the person online. I've noticed patterns in their behavior, and I may notice things that won't age well. I just played a clip where FFG is just telling her mods block people. Why? Because she's a scamming ass bitch who can't take criticism. I want to bring up this tweet here because FFG always like to, say certain shit with her chest as if people are supposed to be scared of her. This older tweet here. If you want to talk shit, but grow a fucking pair and say it to my face. Don't come into my chat unless it's to talk shit directly to me. The way I get to that way I get to respond, and I guarantee I'm better at talking shit than you. So don't cry about it when I hand you your ass. FFG used to like to talk cash shit online. No one could go toe to toe with her. Take it to her, right? But now she's blocking viewers. What happened? What's happening to this tough guy that used to tweet, try to dox people, try to hold things over their head? Where's this tough guy? Because now we got a low BMI bitch who's sitting on a platform telling her mods to block people. FFG sat there and made up a whole story about how her family was connected to the mafia. Even though we know that's a lie, how embarrassing. What would the mafia be this pussy, FFG? Is this how you represent your bloodline, you bitch? Lean into it. If she really want to be this mafia princess, lean into it. Stop hiding. Take away that low BMI voice. Clown. Let's get back into her. But yeah, that's the tough talking pussy ass that I knew she was.
No, I don't want to say no one cares, but we're moving forward, as we said, and you hosts can stay behind.
Bus. I have to take a bus back up. Scamming off BBJ for 2+ years.
I want to run that back because just so we're clear, that silence wasn't me pausing. I'm going to run the clip back. That silence is FFG saying nothing. Let's run it back just a few seconds. Hold on. Go ahead.
Hi, Muds. I love you guys for real. So appreciate you guys. Just fucking block the shit out of all the fucking hoes. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I genuinely, truly mean that. Don't worry about diplomacy and timeout. You just mod your little fucking hearts. No, I don't want to say no one cares, but we're moving forward, as we said, and you hosts can stay behind.
Bus. I have to take a bus back up. Scamming off BBJ for 2+ years. Yeah, Hodge's pilgrimage.
Hello, Earth to FFG.
Money, I guess. Great.
Anything to add? Hello?
No, I need therapy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, just going back to the prayer thing that she just said there at the end of it. If you're going to pray at home as a woman, isn't there supposed to be like a man leading the prayer?
So before the BBJ scamming comment, Chantel was talking about prayer. She just mentioned FFG and how she's a scammer. We heard silence. And then FFG went on to pivot back to the prayer comment. If this was FFG just maybe even just a couple of months ago, FFG would have responded a lot differently. She would have been screaming. She would have been calling Chantel all type of names. But today, we get silence? Oh my goodness. To all you Chinians, this is who you look up to? This is what it takes for her to shut the fuck up? How embarrassing. Now she wants to go back to the comment about the prayer.
A man in the home. I mean, I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I am wrong.
What man with the headband?
I need you guys to know with this clip here, because it happened more than once in FFG's live stream yesterday. With this clip here, FFG goes to fast forward ahead, because as you know, Chantel's streams have been boring, and FFG's fat ass doesn't sit there and actually edit anything. She just goes live and skips around. She doesn't actually put work into the content that she does. So she goes to skip ahead. So what you're about to watch is FFG skipping ahead and not realizing she's skipping ahead to one of the parts where Chantel once again brings up her being a scammer. It happened so beautifully. It happened so beautifully. You guys have to see it.
Just in time. About how FFG stole, lied about BBJ being dead, and made thousands of dollars off BBJ. Ugh. I don't know. Let me think about it.
FFG, did you have anything to add? Not a
It's
comment?
all fake, swag guy. You know that.
Hello, FFG.
Yeah.
Hey.
It looks believable, eh?
So she left now to what?
What is this?
Hit the vape, smoke the J, whatever the fuck. And then she comes back and then look again. And then she's back. Reacting is what we're.
That was one hell of a reaction to someone who more than once called her a scammer. She just sat there. At one point, I was listening to see if she was still breathing. I was just like, girl, you there? Are you there? Hello? Ooh, that shit was funny. Anybody who watched it in real time, because you know I was tuned into FFG. When I saw that happen, not once, but twice, I said, oh, bitch, there's no way you giving me this gift. So I think stream sniping should not be a thing for FFG moving forward. Hey, she could do it if she wants, but also she probably should start editing. She probably should start editing, because even in today's live stream, it was definitely boring, Chantel's live stream, but she brought up, well, she was answering a comment from a viewer, and BBJ was a topic again. So maybe FFG should start editing. Yeah, put some effort in, boo.
We're going to be doing as of tomorrow. Like I said, I can't go back, but I can try, obviously, to do better. And here's what I want to do from me. Okay.
Listen to those words. She said, here's what I want to do from me, from her. Okay, let's listen.
Okay. For all of December, every single stream that we do together, anything that's uploaded to the channel, anything, it's going to be a fundraiser through YouTube for the ASPCA. And here's what I want to do from me. I'm going to.
So she said, here's what she wants to do from her. So I'm sure she's going to go on to say which part is from her, right? Let's listen. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it.
Give the all of December, and we're going to go regular. We're going to do our regular schmegular thing all month, and it's all going to be to benefit the ASPCA through the YouTube fundraiser thing that I can put on the streams. Okay.
It would be top.
The reason I want this clip to play, keep in mind, all these clips were from the May stream. This is a viewer encouraging people to volunteer and help out locally. I want you to pay attention to FFG's response. And I want to remind you that stream from May is when she believed, along with a lot of us, that Chantel may be facing some legal consequences due to a cat in Kuwait. It's very important you listen to this right here.
This wonderful Karma Sunday, us coming together for animals. So please donate to your local shelters if you can. Volunteer if you do. Spread the word. That's great advice. 100%. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing takes away from what she did, but definitely.
That wouldn't take away from what Chantel did. And I played that clip because I agree. It doesn't matter how much FFG's viewers raise, it doesn't take away from her being the scamming ass bitch that she is. She said she's going to move on and try to do better. Do better from what? Scamming? She can't even sit here and say what it is that she did. How is she going to do better when she can't even acknowledge the fact that she scammed her viewers? The same viewers she's now turning around asking for them to put what? Money towards this organization for what? For her to look better? The same people she scammed raising money is not accountability for her scamming. That's not how that works. That's why when a lot of the detractors or her chinians going around saying, oh, how much did you raise? Have you done as much as her? You know what? I am happy to say I've never raised as much as FFG, but above all, I'm happy to say I have never scammed viewers the way FFG has. When this criticism started circulating years ago, because FFG used to somehow use that as a way to criticize other creators, I've always said this. Being charitable, doing these deeds doesn't mean doesn't take away from the person that you are. There are plenty horrible people, horrible, disgusting people that donate. A lot of big figures, when they get into something, what do? Oh, I got caught doing this. I'm going to donate to this charity. Did it take away from the action? Of course not. That's why the average viewer or the average fan of someone, when someone you watch, an entertainer, fucks up, when they donate, good, donate, bitch. That don't take away from the actions. So what was this supposed to do? It doesn't change a fucking thing. Because FFG is still the scamming ass bitch who sat on this platform projecting, lying, and here we are. So she could, maybe over the month of December, her viewers can possibly donate shit, 20,000, 50,000. I don't know what they'll donate. But it doesn't take away from the fact that FFG scammed viewers for thousands, tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands. And she probably won't be putting those videos back up because there's enough people in this community that would take time to add it all up. And that's what she can't afford. So, sucks to suck. Let me get to some more of the support before I continue. Let me see. I think, Timothy, I welcomed you to memberships. But thank you so much, Boo. Welcome. Daddies, the more she talks, the less she says. The more it's because she's running out of options. Here's the truth. FFG has not ever truly faced criticism at this level. She's always relied on getting her talking points from forums or other reactors or creators who back no matter what her behavior is. And she's running out of options. This is the first time that this community, for the most part, is just like, nah, bitch, this ain't it. She doesn't know how to approach it. She doesn't know how to move forward. So now when she speaks, she has nothing to say. That's what a lot of viewers probably didn't realize throughout the years. FFG used to take a lot of talking points from other creators and forums. She was never original. She was just a very loud and bitter copy. And she used to just say it with a lot of, passion, anger. And people thought like, oh yeah, you called it FFG. No, she actually is repeating somebody else. I have many examples of that. So now when she's in her shit, she's done something that no one else has done. She got to figure it out. And it's not making sense because for the first time, she has to speak for herself. Case Bree, thank you so much, Boo. Thank you for always being so clear, honest, and hilarious and funny as fuck. I appreciate you. We love you. I hope you feel so appreciated and loved. Yes, more than ever. And thank you again. More than ever, I feel heard. Does it suck to be dismissed and ignored for a long time when I knew what I was saying and I was still presenting receipts? Sure. But hey, again, I'm patient and this is where we're at. And thank you again for everybody who's been hearing me out. Jax, thank you again, Boo. Hear me out. FFG is probably trying to cultivate a new audience, bringing new viewers in on fundraising streams in December. Mods blocking anyone saying anything negative. If so, she's a low-cal crash dummy. Oh, Jax, she can try to cultivate a new audience. That's no problem. Her name will remain in my title. I believe her name will remain in the title of Sam's content, Yaba's content, if they choose to continue to talk about her. As long as there's breath in my body, I made it clear. Me and FFG are locked in. When it comes to the online space, we're locked in. She can start reacting to reality shows for all I care. FFG's name will be in my title. When people click on her stuff, it will still recommend mine. And the truth is, I'm going to make sure on some Fridays when I got the time, we're streaming together too. We're locked in. So it doesn't matter what community she tries to rebuild. I'm going to be here keep reminding people. She said she was doing the same thing to Chantel. Do y'all remember? No one should forget the animal abuser that she is. No one should forget her past behavior. And I agree. I'm here to do that with FFG. No one will forget because I'm going nowhere.
What I want to do for all of December. That's what we're going to do over here. Okay.
Fuck her and fuck anybody else who hurts animals, mistreats animals, anything, grifts off of fucking animals.
Let's run that back real quick.
Who hurts animals, mistreats animals, anything, grifts off of fucking animals. Fuck all of you. That's what I think. And anybody funding this sack of shit, fuck all of you. All of you.
For now, that's all I can say. I don't. There's a lot I can't talk about right now, and things are connected.
Could she get charges for this? She absolutely could. She absolutely could.
I have a lot to say. It's not the time. It's not the moment. The time will come. Okay.
Well, that's what FFG had to say after scamming viewers for thousands. Once again, asking them to go in their pockets. How does FFG pay? What is she going to do moving forward? She'll just be a little more careful. She's not feeling as confident. And to the people who are upset that she has the gall to go back to reacting to Chantel, I expected nothing less. There are people who have done worse than FFG and still continue to move forward. But for me, I do look at it a bit differently. I'm looking forward to her content continuing. Throughout the years, and I said this back then, FFG has been taking joy in destroying people and making them feel as uncomfortable as possible in this space. She is now in a position where she's no longer comfortable. She's no longer as loud. She no longer knows what her next move is. And she's going to have to figure that out, while a lot of the same people she tried to shit on and destroy get to sit here and enjoy the fruits of their labor, enjoy the support that they're getting from criticizing her. So I'm actually happy that FFG is back on the platform. Is it a good thing that a scammer gets to continue? No. But I want to see that scamming ass bitch try to navigate this while being so uncomfortable. Where are all your tweets, FFG? She's not tweeting as much. Her streams aren't going as long. You can hear how insecure and confused that she is. Even in her reaction from yesterday, you can tell that confidence isn't there. And anybody could say, oh, that's nasty. Why would you? No, I want that for her. Because what she's going through now is what she wanted for a lot of people, to lose support, to get a heavy amount of criticism, to feel uncomfortable. So her current existence is what she deserves. And for everything she's done to me and many others, I deserve to watch it play out and monetize my opinions on it. So no, FFG don't gotta go nowhere, but I won't either. And I love that for me. And I love that for all the other creators that she tried to destroy, like Just Saying, like Yaba, and all the other nasty shit that she said to like Zach. I feel like we should all sit back and watch this bitch continue to stumble, stutter, and try to figure out her next fucking move. Scamming ass bitch. So I enjoy it. I hope you guys will be here to enjoy it with me. Let's get to some more of the support. Catastrophe, thank you so much for 9 months, boo. FFG should have been put on a watch list after the fashion show. Chantel should have really called somebody on her ass, but it's Chantel and she's lazy. Thank you so much, boo. Mercury, did y'all saw the clip where she is dogging on Unicorn for stealing her shtick? Can you say someone stole something from you that you stole from others first? The nerve. I know exactly what clip you're talking about. And I actually watched the back and forth with her and Unicorn Pondu happen in real time. And I still have those receipts saved as well. Because she actually went on her platform lying, but she was also projecting. Because you see how she said Unicorn Pondu was biting off of her style, while she's been biting off of everybody else's style. Repeating what she sees in forums. Shit, repeating some of my shit. Yaba shit. Please. But it's okay. All of that has come back to her. And Unicorn Pondu, I don't even know if you watch my channel. I hope you've been paying attention, boo, and you reveling in that too. Lala, thank you so much for the super chat. Chantel is so quiet about this. It's sus. I think they are working a restitution deal. That's the legal angle, in my opinion. No charges against Chris. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Here's the thing. I know that's been a conversation throughout the community last few days. Chantel cannot hold water. I don't believe Chantel and FFG are working together. The real reason I think Chantel has been quiet and not as smug the way a lot of people thought she would be is because half the time she's super high, and also she's trying to figure out her life. Don't think she won't circle back, especially on some weird timing, and try to drag FFG. But I actually don't think they're working together. I really, really don't. I will stand corrected if something else comes out in the future, but Chantel cannot hold water. I could see FFG wanting to try that out, but Chantel always tells on herself, and there's no way she'd be able to hold that in. She wouldn't. So again, we'll see what the future holds, but I really don't think they are. I really, really don't. Maya, thank you so much. Asking her audience to put the money up for her. Yes. Hold on. Asking her audience to put the money up so her name can go on the donation receipt. I will say it's going to go straight from YouTube to the organization. So I don't think she even gets her name on it. I could be incorrect on that. But either way, the fact that she's even asking any of her viewers for 1 red cent after scamming them this way just shows you she hasn't learned a fucking thing. And she don't care about her viewers. Because if she did, she wouldn't have done the thing she did all these years, but it's FFG. Yeah, that's the thing. Thank you, Pat Ray, for this reminder. FFG still gets AdSense. I don't know how much she looked into it. Even if she did, I don't believe she would be honest about it. So for the people thinking like FFG gets nothing in December, she still gets AdSense. And because some of the super chats were coming through last night, I don't know what that means. So it could still be going straight to the organization. I still have to do some research, but at the very least, she is getting AdSense. And I want to remind my viewers and of course my members who are in Discord, as long as I'm not streaming or getting ready to stream, when FFG goes live, just pay attention to your notifications because I'll be streaming her in my Discord the way I do these other clown ass bitches. Nothing changes with that. Just so you guys know. That's the thing. I don't think it would be a tax write-off for her because it's not coming from her, I believe. Let's see. Oh, she said she was going to donate the AdSense to the fundraiser. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I didn't hear that part. Thank you, Sunny, because I don't want to spread misinformation either. I will look for that clip myself because I would like to see that clip. But if FFG said she's going to donate the AdSense, good, good. But reminder, still don't take away from the fact that she's a scammer. Not even a little bit. We will see. We will see. But we will be back here sometime this week. I'll be looking out for FFG's next live stream. Maybe she does a little better than the last one because that one was embarrassing. So embarrassing. And before we leave, I forgot to go over this, but FFG's brother was like tweeting about, that live stream that was such a joke. Let me pull this up and then I'll let you guys go. So one of his tweets regarding her stream read, I was advised to remove the audio of Chantel's screeching. I gave my cats away from you, but I was also advised to offer refunds on super chats. Total admission of guilt for anyone who practices law. That part. Oh yeah, I think people are making the connection like you said. I can go into a detailed description about how she passed away to pull at your heartstrings, but I've been advised not to talk about when she passed away, where she lived, or how I got her exactly. If you weren't so narcissistic, you would have let AI give you a much smarter lie. That was FFG's brother responding and pointing out the obvious with that poor excuse of her taking accountability. And I do believe that is exactly why she went into everything at BBJ's health, because she knows how to get to viewers. And it was working, but thankfully I saw a lot of viewers who came back and simply asked when. The question she knows everybody is looking for. I mean, the answer everyone's looking for. When. And she still can't answer that. Still can't answer that. Yep, her brother gonna be around for a while. He seems to be getting comfortable, and I'm sure gonna keep following him on Twitter. And I will have a video out sometime this week when it comes to more activity of Chris, their dad, and all of that. Again, FFG will remain a topic. I hope you guys join me, and of course, we're gonna circle back to Rosie because there's some developments with that. Guys, I will see you again. Please keep your notifications on. If you enjoyed anything about this stream, please consider leaving me a like. Please also consider leaving a comment when the stream ends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Later, guys.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways.
From being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell, I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but you had to be an asshole. You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my god. Goodbye.